time for another episode of The Valmont Show. I'm your host, King Valmont. Stay tuned. We've got a great show today.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Welcome to today's show on the best damn role models for you fellas. As you can listen to this background music, you can get a clue of who I'm about to cover for you today, as he is a true living legend, a real man. That would be Al Pacino. Al Pacino has been in so many movies that have been consistent, that have been huge successes, not only in the box office, not only creating him a huge fan base, but one of the ultimate role models, the characteristics to follow to get you where you want to be as a more dominant man. When you think of a more dominant, crazy line, borderline crazy man, that's Al Pacino. He's the good kind of crazy. He's the kind of crazy you want to be. He's like a power animal, like a wolf. He's powerful. He's dominant. People respect him. At any second, he can go off. He's very emotional. The fire and the passion that Pacino has is to the extremes. And you can watch these actions, these movements, and his speech in his movies, and you'll see exactly what I mean. You'll never see a boring, dull Pacino moment. It's always to the extreme. It's always with passion, with fire, with desire, with drive. And for many people, that's going to work wonderful for you. So he's going to be a perfect role model for you to go after in life and try to emulate and make it your own. Pacino is known for many great movies, and I am going to go over the list at the end of the podcast, and I'd like everyone to watch these. You've probably all seen them. Watch them again. There might be one or two on the list that you haven't heard of, but they're all examples of what a real man should be. Pacino is the optimist. He's the dreamer. He's the gambler. He takes risks. He thinks big. And while he's thinking big, he's thinking with a great mindset that it's going to happen, that he can achieve big dreams. Scarface is one of the movies that you have to watch. And in Scarface, he comes up. Scarface, he sees a quote that he says is, this place is like one big pussy ready to get fucked. He sees the opportunity in something, and he goes out and he takes it. Takes it to the extreme, he takes it, but he takes it, and he lives it up. He has such a high level of confidence and creative energy and that spark for greatness that he's unstoppable. In any movie that you see him in, not only is he the main character or one of the main top characters, he has a lot of charisma, he's got a lot of spark, and you could just sense the energy that he gives off the screen. This is something that you want to radiate in your life. You want people to be drawn to you. They want you to see that. They want to see the high confidence that you have and the spark that you have for greatness, because when they see the potential in you, then they'll invest. Now, he is very passionate and fiery, but he is also strong and stable, like the rock you can lean on. What's very important is he's not shaky, like he can go either way and blow up at any second. He could blow up like a bomb, but at the same point, he's still there. He's like a tree. He's like a rock. He is grounded. He knows that when he's confronted with any situation, he's confronted like a man, and he's going to deal with it with his fire and his passion. And that's how you should deal with your things, with fire and passions. Friendships and bonds are also big to Pacino. on screen and off screen. They're very important. He relies on friendships, brotherhoods, like what we're doing, but when he's disrespected, he's like a bull. He doesn't tolerate it. He doesn't take being stepped on. He's not a fucking doormat, and you shouldn't be either. And that's where that strength comes in, because he needs people in his life that are going to be down for him. And that's what you need in your life, people that are going to be down for you. So if they're not down for you, fuck them. Get rid of them. Your friendships and your bonds are important. Who you choose to spend your time with is important. He is a strong lone wolf. He doesn't need a million friends. Al Pacino will be in a selective, exclusive brotherhood. One of strong people that are going for similar goals. And you should go for that too. You shouldn't be reliant on people all the time. You can go out of the house and go to the gym by yourself. You can go shopping by yourself. You can go out by yourself and not have that crutch. But at the same time, if you want a friend to come over and chat, if you want to go out and do whatever, make sure that you've got someone that's qualified, that also has that fire and that passion, someone that can bring you up a level. My last point that I want to make on Pacino, which is very important, is his brass balls. This characteristic, this concept of having brass balls to the point of ridiculous brass balls. He will do the boldest of things, the high risk, high reward. He will do some of the craziest things. You watch these movies, and it'll blow your mind. You'll never see a boring thing in a movie. That's why they make movies. And if you watch Pacino's movies, you'll see especially why this is true. Not going to give any spoilers away. I am going to give you the movie list to watch. And you're going to see the high risk, high reward. So when you combine all of these characteristics, the good kind of crazy, the powerful, dominant man who people respect him, the fire and passion, the optimist, the dreamer, the gambler, his high confidence, his spark for greatness, his strong and stable features, and his brass balls are all the reasons why he's a great role model to emulate. As we finish it off, I have my movie list. Netflix it, Blockbuster it, download it, buy it, borrow it from a friend, take out a pen and a paper. Right now, I am going to give you a movie list you must watch. You must watch to gain a perspective. I've spoken about Al Pacino. Now you will watch it and take it in, and you will start doing. Number 1 on movies to watch, Al Pacino, Donnie Brasco. Watch his flamboyant character, Lefty. Great movie. I enjoyed it. I enjoy all of his movies. Main character in Carlito's Way. Carlito's Way, another one of the best movies ever. Another movie for Pacino, Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Godfather 3. Do I need to even go into further detail on that? No, I do not. My favorite movie of Pacino's is Scarface. You have to watch Scarface. It's definitely a rule. It's the Bible to being a man.